Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor Intention Financial Partners, empowering you to plan intentionally and live generously.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Joy Kleinhans, and joining me now from Transformative Growth Counseling are Jessica and Steven. Welcome.
Thank you.
So good to have you guys here. And I want to jump right in and talk just a little bit. Jessica, I'm going to go straight to you and talk just a little bit about your organization and your mission.
Sure. So Transformative Growth Counseling is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we focus on making mental health accessible to everyone. And when I say everyone, a lot of times people think of just low income, but we really specialize in people that are caught in the middle. They make too much for government assistance or government insurance, but not enough to afford private insurance or private therapy. With rates at $250 an hour, a lot of people can't afford that. So that's where we come in.
So you really bridge that gap. That's
Yes.
incredible. Can you tell me just a little bit about what your role in the community and what people might not know and what you wish they did?
Sure. So, our role in the community since 2016 has been mental health access. But, in the time that we've been around since 2016, we've actually grown. And so what I wish the community knew about us was that growth now includes several new exciting things that we offer. One of those is equine therapy. And the other one is career positions and trainings for adults that navigate the world a little differently than the rest of us.
I love that. Steven, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I was hoping you could tell us just a little bit about your role as an equine ambassador.
I joined a month ago, and it means the world to me to be with horses because they show so much love to kids and families all around the world, and it just seems like they know exactly like how you're feeling, and they know that they look at you and like, oh, this kid's having a bad day, maybe you should cheer him up. And
I think that they sense people, right? And they can read people in a way that maybe we can't, right?
Absolutely.
Jessica, what's a common misconception that people might not know about your organization?
Sure. Well, I think a common misconception is when people hear equine therapy, they think, wow, that's got to be super expensive. But I think that why that's a misconception is because there's different types of equine activities, right? There's the recreational riding, there's adaptive riding, which might be somebody who has physical limitations or challenges gets assistance riding. But what we're doing is neither of those. This is stuff that is clinical therapy or ABA-based therapy that's with the equine as the middle ground for communicating with the child or the adult to help them accomplish the goals that they're trying to accomplish within therapy. So what's important, I think, for people to know that's a common misconception is that it's expensive. We're actually covered under the Illinois Pathway Program, which is Medicaid, and we take regular insurance. And then we also offer sliding scale. Last year, we gave over $1 million in free therapy to this area alone. So we definitely have the means to help people and make this accessible for all.
Is there, as far as the population that you work with, is there an age limit? Are there any limitations, or is it open and accessible for everybody?
There's no limitations. We just ask that children that might come out be older than 5.
Okay.
And then after that, no. We have people, our horses also work with seniors. So we have people who are 80, 90 years old that spend time with our horses. So no, there really is no limitation.
Can you tell me just a little bit about what like a therapy session might look like with the horse?
Yeah.
I'm so curious about that.
Yeah. So what it makes the equine therapy so unique is that oftentimes when you think about going to therapy, you sit across from someone and you tell your therapist what's going on, right? And then you leave and you come back the next day and they might ask, did you try that thing? And a lot of times the answer is no, I didn't try that thing, right? But the way that equine therapy is different is that I'm not going to ask you to go home and try it. We're going to do it right now with the horse. And so that takes the things that we learn either in ABA or you learn in therapy or the skills you're trying to do, and it takes it from the couch and it makes it live.
Yeah.
And when you put experiences with learning, you get a cemented idea instead of just something you left on the couch.
Yeah.
So a typical therapy session would kind of depend on what a person is needing because the horses respond to you. So if you're nervous, we might work on deep breathing until you're calm enough that the horse would be near you.
I love that. I know that we kind of touched about this briefly, but can you talk a little bit more about what it might look like when you're offering one of those, when you're in one of those sessions, and what you're feeling and thinking?
Well, sometimes people can get really emotional on walking with horses because they just show so much love that they pay good enough attention to you and they know exactly what's going on, and they're like, we know what you're dealing with. And ever since I was little, I was like, I should get a horse. And that's the only way I'll feel a whole lot better.
Oh.
And then we moved here in 2001. And then I was like, where should I find a horse?
Yeah.
And just 4 years ago, I got my own horse.
That's awesome.
But it got so expensive that I had to give him up. But he was an awesome horse, and he would pay a lot of attention to me. And that meant the world to me.
Yeah, and so now in this new role, you have a chance to get to be with these therapy
Right.
horses and have that same kind of good feeling, those good feelings, and that's really incredible. Would you guys be open to us meeting some of the horses?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. We should let them meet the horses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Who do we? Can we bring them on?
Yeah,
All right, let's bring them on.
Coco, Oreo.
They're so lovely. All right. While he's bringing them on, can you just start? What are the age of these horses? Can you tell me a little bit about them?
So Coco is the one that's brown, and she's 3 years old, and she's a miniature horse. That's her breed. And then Oreo is 1 year old. He's the black one with the white star, and he is 1 year old. They aren't going to get any bigger than this, really. This is full grown for them.
Okay.
And so one of the great things about using miniature horses is it's not a 1,000-pound animal towering over you.
Correct.
Very accessible, not scary.
You're gonna eat my notes here? Oh my God, they're so sweet. What's something that when somebody might be meeting these horses for the first time, what's something that you make sure that they know?
The first thing that we like people to know is that horses can feel your heartbeat from 4 feet away.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And so if you are scared, they are scared. If you are confident, they are confident. So the first thing we like to teach children is that by regulating and getting in control of your emotions, you can lead, you can have the confidence to do it and show the horse to do it, and the horse will follow you.
Wow. How long have these horses been a part of your program?
Oreo's been a part of our program for almost a year now, and Coco was a new addition in April.
Okay. What qualities would you say you look for in a therapy horse? What makes a good horse? Do you want to answer that?
Sure. The way that they look at you, and the good quality is that when you see them like trotting around and having a good time, then you know that they're a really good horse.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's a way, now that we kind of know the mission and what you guys do, what's a good way for the community to rally around you? How can we help?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is spreading awareness. You know, in DuPage County, my understanding is there is no one that's doing equine psychotherapy and ABA-based therapies that accepts insurance. It's all adaptive riding or people that maybe aren't licensed providers. And so spreading awareness is a big thing. And then also, as Stephen pointed out, horses can be expensive.
Yeah.
So donations like alfalfa pellets, hay, shavings, we have a complete list on our website of things that could be donated.
Right. That's great. Do you take volunteers? Do you need help in that regard? What would a volunteer do for your
Awesome.
for you all?
So for volunteering, we have all kinds of things that we need help with. Everything from actual care of the horses, going to events, being ambassadors, and helping people learn about the ponies, to social media outreach, marketing, fundraising, and events.
Great. Well, Jessica, Stephen, Austin, beautiful ponies. Thank you so much for being here and for all the good you do in the community. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And for more information about Transformative Growth Counseling, please go and visit their website.
Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor Intention Financial Partners, empowering you to plan intentionally and live generously.